Hello and welcome back to Xcom 2. So, we've got a couple of Illyrian cores and the Codex brain.
Hello,
and the enemy
Commander.
VIP. Allowing us to gain some important intel. Ah, let me guess, I get... And because... Oh! Taking out a Codex guy reduces avatar progress. Oh. That's going to be very useful. Okay, so 156 supplies, 85 intel. Fantastic. So I need to complete research on alien encryption, but I'm 4 days away from the data cache. Do I have enough?
Hello, Commander.
Yes, I must have enough build items, weapons. No, armor. Predator armor.
The aptly named Predator armor should give our soldiers increased longevity in the field.
Fan-frelling-tastic. They're tougher, and they can take a lot more, and they should be able to take a decent amount more punishment. Excellent, and I'll get the better science as well, because, you know, my Psyker is going to need them when she's ready.
Tigan seems to
Yes.
have a habit of scratching that scar on the back of his head. I wonder if anyone made sure his chip was actually removed.
Oh, don't get paranoid.
Advent has made steady progress in convincing the remaining civilian populace to migrate to their city centers.
So I
with
just
the
want
propaganda
a few
campaign
soldiers.
providing a constant stream of reminders as to the benefits of migration.
So what's the
They
difference?
have maintained a steady influx
Predator
of
armor
new converts.
has health 4,
Unfortunately,
as opposed to
most
health
of these
0.
unwitting refugees have little idea
So that
what
increases
they're
their health
truly
significantly.
signing up for.
Provides a slot for one additional inventory item. Excellent, we can start carrying extra stuff into the field. Yes, you seem to take a lot of fire, so you're getting a nanoscale vest. Weapon upgrade. Advanced autoloader. Self training. Okay, so we're doing good. We are doing good. And with that intel, we'll be able to make contact in Mexico. So, nice job. Avatar project reduced.
I commend your troops for their resilience in defeating this creature, Commander.
Lovely job.
The aliens will be left scrambling to recover from this setback.
Hope so. Yes, thank you. Intel. Potentially could use some intel, but I'm going to visit the black market and sell some stuff. I've got little intel, but I need about 60 of it to open up Mexico, so I'll just see. I have a turret breakdown. Nothing I need there. I mean, the supplies would be useful, but they're too expensive. What can I sell? So, a lot of stuff, but nothing I can really afford to sell, unfortunately. Certainly not that's going to be really worth the price. Pity, but oh well. Alright, let's snag the supply drop and then make contact in Mexico.
Avenger plotting new course.
Oh, tits. That was bloody close. Okay, excellent. New staff available. Ignore that for the moment. Okay. Should we make contact? We need 3 to 5 days, 30 intel. Make contact.
We've utilized all of our available communications capacity.
That's okay.
We can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
That's okay, because I've got various projects ongoing, so make
Attempting
contact.
to establish local regional contact.
Okay, we now have a Psi operative. She can continue her training, but... Excellent.
Depending on who you ask, psionics could be considered the aliens' greatest strength. Now our own psi operatives can tap into that same power.
Fan-frickin-tastic. Magnetic rifle. Okay. No promotions and learn to... Okay, so... will automatically resume training if they return from combat uninjured. Interesting. So, what do I want to training? Stuns the target for a turn but renders them immune to any damage or attack. Potentially useful. Debilitating telepathic attack that can inflict different negative conditions, including mental control of the target. I think insanity sounds useful to begin with. And okay, so she's in there. I'm going to go to the armory, view soldiers. Okay, and I'm going to customize. Character info. So, first name. Someone I know in real life. Who do I usually name squad mates after? So I usually use Bex because she was awesome in my first playthrough. I feel like it should be someone else from uni. I know. Friend of mine from university, who was used her name a whole bunch of times in these things, make her British. Now I seriously doubt anybody included the what the hell was the city she's from? The Hull. There we go. I seriously doubt anyone included the Hull accent in the voice selections, but we'll see. Props. Plated 4. Long hood. Gun hood now. No, I think I'm going to stick with no helmet. And arms. Go with arms 1. Legs. Legs 1, I think. Let's ditch the bandana because I don't like bandanas. Face prop, sunglasses. No, I don't think so. Weapon pattern. Let's go with stripes. Everybody loves stripes. Face paint, none. Okay, can't get armor patterns and things yet, but that's okay. Hair color. Kind of muddy brown, I think. Yeah, there we go. And eye color. Yes, I like purple eyes on my psionics. I think it looks suitably sort of just on the wrong side of creepy. Which is what it should be. Yes, I like that. Race 0 is fine. Skin color. Darken it up a smidge. Weapon color will be purple because psionic, and English. It's going to be one of the English UK ones.
Running. Got it covered. Getting it done. Moving out.
Okay, congratulations.
Location confirmed.
Since they don't have a Hull accent, for the record, Hull is a great. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's kind of a dump, but it's always kind of fascinating whenever you take someone away from their native, where they come from, and then they sort of start losing their accent, and then the second they go home, they regain the accent immediately. So yeah, so you've got Inspire. During the silo to learn new abilities, grant a bonus action in by squad mate. Okay. Okay, so we now have our first one of those, and if memory serves, guerrilla tactics school, combat tactics, squad size increase. Need that. Stay with me, required rank major. Okay, we have a captain level of those, so bonus 10% chance to critical hit enemies. Now, does that only affect our sharpshooters, or does that include everyone, I wonder? And specialist, plus 10 aim and the ability to critical hit when taking overwatch and reaction shots. Grenadier, explosives can inflict critical damage. Well, they couldn't already. Attacks against flanked enemies deal plus 3 damage. So integrated warfare. Okay, so we've used up a decent bunch of our supplies, but we now have a brand new primary squad. Training is continuing. Alien data cache is getting close to decrypting. Close to making contact. Aha! 1 exosuit has been added to the inventory. Superior protection and damage resistance coupled with a wrist-mounted rocket launcher. With further study we can unlock additional heavy weapon. Okay. Experimental heavy weapon. Our heavy armor suits are already a formidable protective enhancement for our troops. Okay, I am going to go and take a look at that.
Commander, I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team, but as it stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment. We can have them working on construction, excavation,
yeah. I'll
staffing
get
a
someone to
facility.
do them. Experimental heavy weapon, or should we? I ideally want because I'm gonna hang on. Armor. The exosuit logically has to go to someone who's going to take a lot of fire, so it makes sense to me to give it to a few soldiers. I'm gonna give it to Valkyrie for the moment, since Red Comet's injured. So loadout, Predator armor, exosuit. So health +5, armor +1. Nice.
The EXO armor suit gives our soldiers the power they need to handle heavy weapons, with the durability to match.
Fantastic. So that gives a long-range weapon in the form of the rocket. I'm not happy about our arms being exposed, but that's a secondary. Will be the probably a skull. Will be a no. It won't be a skulljack. Because I think I'm going to have to give the skulljack to Viking, which is okay. But that is fine. But I want to go to props, arms. Bare arms looks a bit silly when you're wearing a goddamn mech suit, so that's fine. Face paint? Nah. But no, I'm happy with that. And I'm going to get working on more exosuits because I want at least half a dozen. Which engineer's unassigned? Because I'm sure I can find something for them to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got 5 engineers and one of them's unassigned. It's fine. Assign them to.
There's been plenty of gripes about my flying, but I don't see anybody else stepping up other than the autopilot.
Okay, for now, have somebody start clearing stuff out of there. That won't hurt. 20 days, bloody hell. And oh yeah, into the proving ground I need to go. Choose project because I want more exosuits. Because the exosuit is very, very me.
Sounds good, Commander. I'll let you know as soon as the project is ready for deployment.
Yeah, I need more trooper corpses. And I sold a bunch of trooper corpses earlier, didn't I? Bollocks. Oh well. But that's fine. You know, as long as I can get at least a couple of exosuits deployed, you know, that should give me long enough to get. If you actually thinking about it, can't afford one at the moment, but I'll need to develop a resistance comms, which is going to cost 100 supplies. But we'll start getting a few more supplies once we get contacts here.
The outcome of this research
Excellent.
can only further our advances.
Recovered from datapad 70 intel. And frickin-tastic. Okay, sir. Resistance radio. By replicating the communications equipment developed on the Avenger, we'll be able to ground-based relays to further spread our reach. With wider cover, it'll be easier for us to reach some of the outlying regions. Right. To improve our chances of defending against UFO attacks, potentially useful, because potentially we might get attacked by a UFO at some point. Into our own armor designs. Improved armor would be useful. Plasma-based explosives. I want improved armor at the moment, so let's get working on the shield bearers.
Similar to the bulk of Advent's forces, and that they are the product of careful genetic engineering that generally mirrors the human form. Most of their unique qualities come from a difference in equipment and armor. Components I'm sure Shen would have an interest in examining.
That she will. Right, that seems like an excellent point to end this part, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.